I will always start with a laugh because I just think it's funny playing with all these buttons. I'm the button player. What's crack-a-lackin'? Howdy and hello. Hey, Blazer, it's me and you. Hi, Blazer. Thank you, Blazer. Yeah, I screwed up my regular times again. Hi, Telco Detector. Hello to Chili. Hello, hello. Hola. Hi, Blazer. Again. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah. So I'm going to rework those Tuesdays. And first of all, hello to Jessica Jones, the Cryptid Huntress. I'm sorry she's live right now. I like to play in her chat. This is my only avail today. We have a situation. My daughter, Charlie. We had to do a quick trip to Green Bay yesterday, and we got to, right after this, jump to an appointment, and she's got to get a tooth taken. And no, that's not something we would usually do. Hey, Andy. Hello to UK. Howdy to Manchester. That was my Manchester accent. Yeah, this tooth. Let me tell you really quick about my little care share. My first story of the day, because there will be a few. My poor little baby girl in 2019, she cracked her tooth. And being the wonderful mother that I am, I looked at it, I'm like, oh, it's a baby tooth. We're all good. And we wound up on like a week camping trip. Cut to a couple months later, that poor little thing, that was her adult molar. And it hit her nerves, and it was just a mess. So we found this awesome holistic dude, cleaned the heck out of it with ozone, saved her tooth until 2023 when shit hit the fan, and he actually suggested a root canal, which you've heard me preach. I am not one for those, but we did not want to get rid of that tooth. She was too young. She's growing. You got to get that place marker, right? So did that. And saved it again for another 2 years until in December, as we're surrounded by moving boxes, she's going through problems again and has a horrible infection. They have surgery. I think I lived about that before we moved. Went in through the bone, the gums, cleaned it out, stitched her up, and then we moved cross country. Well, sure enough, that wasn't the best optimal place to heal. So poor little thing has trouble again. And this time, developmentally, they said, it's time. There's nothing more to save. It's fractured at the bottom. Like, this is just going to keep happening. So they're going to take it out, and then we'll get a little placer there, like a little retainer thing, so she can keep developing. Whether she gets an implant after she's 18 or 19 is up to her. Okay, done with that. Cheers, Andy. Andy in the house. Hi, hello from Chile, Telca Detector. Been very nice having email exchanges with my friend in Chile. We're talking about doing interviews, and he's going to have a translator. He's got some fascinating stories to share, so I can't wait to do that and get this schedule going. So with this tooth thing, I pulled up a second job now. I am going to be now working Tuesdays, so my Tuesdays at 2 or 1, when was it? Not going to work anymore, but I'm going to work on we're going to figure out Wednesdays and Thursdays and make it consistent. So I look forward to coming back for that. So, yeah, this is my little bitty live. So speaking of what's coming up, honestly, it's in a little bit of time. It's Friday, September 18th, but I can't wait. I'll be on Pop's Country Store. So this Pop's going to be on with other Pops. Pop's Country Store. It's a live panel. And that's when I get back in the paranormal. I can't wait to share some of my paranormal stories and connect with others about that. Now, I'm always down for Ask Me anything at all during these lives. Let's communicate, let's chat, let's care share. Here we go. Thanks, Blazer. Um, but I am kind of, I did put this on Rebooted. I don't know if anyone on Rebooted is going to catch this. But I'm kind of doing a little care share about some things I've been ruminating over for a while. So I just kind of wanted to go there with my human experience, the things I've been going through. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. They're very sweet over there. Thanks, Blazer. Yeah, I kind of messed up my little times, didn't I, Blazer? Well, we're gonna make it work. If anything, this is just gonna gonna be a little bleh. Uh, Now again, who knows if the snarkies come out, but I don't know if I have too many. I have been in a really good place. I had that outpouring I was gushing last week about, it is all good, about just where I'm at, how I'm doing so much better, how I'm finding the light at the end of the tunnel again, basically. And I'm paying attention to the signs. I'm paying attention to that which I'm asking for, which is to notice that which you seek, ask and you shall receive. Look for the little signs. Look for the little angels in your pathway. Look for the doors of opportunity to open up, and look for a chance to reflect and to look. I know, Blazer. Oh, Blazer, I can't compete with Miss Jones, So let me know. I don't. Listen, I'm one take wonder kind of gal. This is why I try to go live, because it's just gonna come out and it's there. So I haven't quite. Yes, I've been thinking about these thoughts for some time, but I'm not thinking about how I'm going to deliver it. So maybe it'll come out clear. Maybe my little shot of B squirt f me up. We don't know. But I think it's important to talk about choosing yourself, about choosing you. It's come up again about how selfish. And it's like, how can that be selfish when you are just putting yourself in alignment to be your best version, to be the best version of you, so you can be of service? It's like, yes, this whole story of your oxygen mask first, putting your oxygen mask on so you can help others. Yes, of course. However, taking it a couple steps further, and when I was analyzing, not over analyzing, just reflecting, analyzing, I was looking at some things going, gosh, some moves, whether it was from me before, whether it's what I've noticed from others, some can be you're being of service, but is it calculated? Is it to get something in return? Is it based on a monetary gain? Is it based on manipulation? Is it, calculation, coercion, whatever it's for? There could be something in the little back of your mind that you're doing something for, not just truly in an authentic, selfless way, but to get something for. I mean, the reason I'm saying this is I do live pretty much right next door to a huge church. And when we see, hey, TKB, hello, howdy to you. Nice to see you, Tennessee, Kentucky, Bigfoot. Woohoo! You might be getting, this is some high vibe shit right here. I'm just saying. I might throw in a couple Bigfoot tails, but for now, it is going to honestly just be about what I've noticed. And this comes too from my family's history, my grandpa especially. He was at that church, man. He was at church all the time. He was of service. He was donating. He was donating his time, his money, his energy, and he was repenting all the time. It was like it gave this clean slate, right? Like, I'm going to now go, and I'm not going to think of being a crazy drunk ass fool, or yelling at my partner or causing a ruckus. I'm going to go to church and then clean slate, start over. And I'm like, that doesn't seem fair. That seems like there's no sound. Is there no sound, Blazers? There's no sound. Oh yes, I'll get you Pops. I'll get you one for sure. Uh-oh, Alienate. I don't know. I think I have sound. Blazer, can you hear me? Andy out in Manchester does not. Oh, he can hear. Can you hear me? I'm sorry, Andy. Isn't that funny? When I was on your show, I was having problems with my mic, and now here we go. Area 51. Hi, sweet cheeks. How are you? I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the new scary movie. I'm scared to see it. What the hell's happening to her? Why is she emancipated now? Like, what's going on? I pressed something, but I don't know what to do. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Andy. Aw. Um, Gosh. Does anyone well, we all do that, right? We all do I don't know. I know I'm going back to my little care share about, a guilty conscience and what we do to like clear that. I know someone in particular who likes to gift. They always gift something, and that's that physical energy exchange. Well, I gave you something. Now we're good. And it's like after you play along with that after so many times, you see the pattern and you're like, oh, this is how they feel better, but I'm still holding on to the shit they did to me. You got to let that go. And then the worst is when they throw it back in your face, like, well, I gave you this. It's like, oh, it wasn't just a selfless give, it was calculated. So it's crazy. So when I noticed like the church lot's full at certain times, I was joking how packed it was after the fourth. And I'm like, oh, those drunk peeps, they got to come in and they got to repent. No offense to the whole journey. This is not a churchy chat. This is a chat of accountability. Because it was really difficult. Please, sir. This is about accountability. So someone I care about someone close to me out of their fit of anger. They didn't even tell me. I just happened to see a text. They said that I fooled an entire town and I'm fooling my husband. Basically I'm not who I say I am. Now that crushed. It crushed because I like to jump into accountability. I drop into the ugly place. I flip that mirror around and I go, holy shit, what did I talk about? What did I miss? I know I've had these chats before, but the I really wanted to see it. And then I understood the calculated methods of what they do to get the shit off of their back is to, oh, just throw it on to somebody else in a really ugly way. So when I really sat with it and really had a look at it, I go, am I truly showing my authentic self? I'm like, yes, I am. And it's painful. You kind of, oh, sorry, I'm changing. No sound but here on other YouTube channels. Wait, really? That's crazy. Well, why is that? Hmm. Well, kind of the same old thing I usually do. I know I don't get the Rumble comments here, so I don't see what's happening on Rumble. And Book of Faces, I am on rebooted, but I don't know how that I haven't been taking care of that algorithm, so it's my old page that gets the action. So I wonder, Andy, do you see the sound over there? Interesting. And Blazer can hear it. So I don't you're not who you are. You are a scary movie. Oh, 51. Well, this is the bit. This is the selfless bit. And this is where I actually had some DMs when I sent that post and some new people too, especially moms. There's a lot of mom guilt that people get out there when put your child first, put your child first, put your husband first, put the house first, all these things. Thank you, TKB. It's very important to be sovereign at this time. Don't follow eyes or ears, follow your heart. Trust God. Yes, absolutely. Trust in all that is. Find that inner compass, a gazillion percent. So with this new mom that I was chatting with, because I guess my post struck a chord, and she didn't come at me. She goes, wow, I'm very curious here because I've been actually thinking about this as well. It doesn't make sense to me. How can you give yourself to your child or your partner or your community if you're not in alignment? So you got to choose you first. Like that's the whole bit. Oh, Andy, I'm sorry. Observe, don't absorb. Yes, Blazer, absolutely. So when it comes to being a parent, like yes, I put it all on the line when my kids were young. I was overdoing it with those Dollar Tree Christmas presents, wrapping every single individual and to show them abundance. I was overdoing it, but behind the curtain, I was dying inside a little bit. So was I truly doing things for the authentic, right reason? No, I was trying to show them, look at how fabulous we are. Look at all these gifts. Then, like with a partner, them, follow their schedule. I do love the divine masculine, divine feminine balance. But, what about those snapping points? What about those points where you throw the spoon down and you're like, what about me? I just want to dance right now. Or, I want to go for a walk, or I want to go work out. You got to kind of choose you first so that what you are doing is truly authentic and for the right reasons. Otherwise, it's just kind of like calculated, um, you know, disingenuine. You got to check yourself. I think that's the point of my whole chit chat today. Are you checking yourself? Are you checking yourself before you speak? Oh, good, Andy. It's back. Are you checking yourself before you go out in your community? Are you checking yourself? Are you of sound body and mind? Do you have positive things to contribute to a conversation, or are you going to manipulate it? Check yourself and choose you. Because when you check yourself and go, oh shit, yeah, things are not right, then fix it. Fix that first. Pick you first to fix that. I'm gonna say something. I'm just gonna be like blunt, because I want to do my first little advert of a show. And yes, I watch a lot of TV now again. But freaking Little House on the Prairie is back. Okay, it started what, in 74? That's when I was born. I love that show. I know I look to Charles Ingalls as my own dad. Like he did have that demeanor in my eyes. And I just watching it again, and now with my daughter, and my son pops in here and there. What a beautiful show. Like this is some good television right here. I'm really thrilled to watch it again. And it just drops you back into like morals, just being a good human. Are we freaking good humans, or is everything a game in a show? Now I know everything's like a simulation and all that kind of stuff, but is our avatar here to cause harm or do good, do unto others? Are we here to shift the planet in a positive way, or are we here to like just really play a game, just fuck around and become a puppet master with puppet strings? Yes, Blazer, you're the creator being. Choose you first. Reality will change around you 1,000%. You've got to choose you first. I have been called selfish for that. I have been called a manipulator for that. How can I be manipulative when I'm literally checking myself going, am I in a good mood to open my mouth right now? Am I giving selflessly to you right now? Or is there a catch and I need something back from you? Because I better just say that first so that it's truly authentic. Like the choosing you part is actually not very negative. It's quite a positive, beautiful thing when you think about it, in my opinion. The Matrix is a program. And if you don't write your own program, you are assimilated. TKB for the win again. Yes, I noticed that 7-month shit show that I was under, that I chose to be under. I chose to participate. I chose to be an active participator in that ride. And I was very much so, as Blazer knows, with our gifts. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Like, I was self-abusing. It was abuse. I was putting myself in an uncomfortable situation that was energetically, literally showing me you are going the wrong way. And I didn't check myself. I did not choose myself first. And I wound up with regret and resentment, the pain body that took a while to really alchemize and transmute everything. Like it was a difficult way to go. Yeah. So this whole choosing you bit, I'm going to be stuck on for a little while, because I'm going to remind myself, just as I'm texting with Blazer before, this whole tooth thing with my daughter. Of course I'm going to choose her first. Of course I'm going to change my little world around here to put her first and handle her business first. But you know what I made sure I did? I made sure that my commitments were changed quickly. I made sure I didn't leave anyone hanging. I chose to not make things more difficult for us by making sure I handled my shit, instead of just, well, this is happening, so everything else has to, Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know if anything makes sense anymore. And yeah, well, we'll talk gummies later. I'm trying 51. Try as I may. Pineapple, are you a swinger now? What are you saying? What are you saying, 51? So, yeah, if we could just drop into this, I'm not going to call it selfishness. I'm going to call this choosing you, this little era of choosing you. Oh, everyone get your ass in alignment. What does that mean? How's your health? Have you literally outsourced your health to someone or something else? Or are you lining up that shit? How's your attitude? Are you sleeping good? Are you eating the right things? All your choices. This is it's all about you. How is your outlook on life? Are you stuck on the doomsday scroll? Are you constantly waving a pitchfork in these little organized groups meant to continue the Civil War? Are you constantly dividing amongst yourself? Are you choosing you and just walking the walk and talking the talk? Just saying. You can literally see like something has changed and believe it and it'll happen. Seen it like you've seen it 1,000 and gazillion percent. Gazillion and 5,000%. I always say, look at your hands. If they're nice, try harder. Oh, yay. My hands always look like shit. Yeah, yeah. So I I did make when this is when the memes started, right? And we are all sitting there trying to make our own. What was I on? Microsoft Word or something? The whole like you can tell who's what did it say? Something about you can tell who's watched Little House on the Prairie and who's not. um yeah, again, I'm just check it out. I love it. Manifestation and intent, everything. And I kind of feel like my my pals in the chat here, we know these things, right? We WordPad, I remember that too. Yeah, I'll put that up. Manifestation and intent 100%. I know we know that, but I also know there's always a peeker. And I got some peepers and peekers, and I've got some people wondering who the heck I am, especially if I'm new to town, but also people from the past jumping around again because those old pages are getting activated. Thank you, memory bumps. And people are like, well, where is she now? What is she doing now? And I think I've been fully transparent to show that you get what you give. That I, even in my tears that I've shared selflessly, and in my intent to share these little synapses and blasts of the aha moments that sometimes have to come on repeat. You have to relearn a lesson once in a while. Got my ass kicked recently, and I relearned a lesson, and I wanted to share it. So I know my pals who keep chiming in right here, right now. Thank you for bumping that YouTube, by the way. I Yes, but even though we know what we know, we're still human, right? We're still playing in this meat suit. We're still part of that simulation. We're still part of the game. But every thought, every choice of word, every intent has a choice of how are you going to play your avatar. And I just notice that even the Care Bears out there, that you've got to watch that tiny little thing in the back and make sure that if you truly are being authentic, then you're doing something selflessly, that there is no expectation of a return, and that there's no expectation of needing something in return, that you truly are just doing it. Yeah, I have a feeling some of the snarky bits might come out because this is starting to bring up some old, not old sludge. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm talking about really good lessons that have been in my face lately. And detachment. What about law detachment? When's the last time you've had to put yourself through that again? That seems like that's a good one to repeat in different stages of your life. How well are you detaching? Detaching from an outcome, or probably a nervous Nelly or negative person, or detaching from an old dream? How did the dream transform? Tell them they're your people. Being sovereign is a long, hard road. Oh, I lost that. Being sovereign is a long, hard road, but stay the path. It's worth it. It is, and it can be a lonely one too. Hence, sending my gratitude to this community because, like I gushed last week, I was really checked myself, and I went to some confidants, and like I had shared out of the blue, I was given this selfless offering, and it was a very humble way to realign myself. And like Charles Ingalls, pull up the little. You just got to see it again. It's so well done. I love it so much. Yes, Talk of Detector. I replied to your email. Which I think maybe you saw. I wasn't able to open all those pictures, but I did hear back from you that you said you have your translator. So I think you're just waiting on dates from me. So everyone, Probably when I get back into that interview stage again, this will be one of my first interviews, all the way from Chile. Bring out the dragon and burn him down. Amen. Absolutely. When you're getting more wise to all this stuff too, when the wisdom, which starts at a very young age, you're developing your wisdom at a very young age. It's very hard to be in a relationship. It's hard to be in a relationship and in a work environment that doesn't serve, even in connected to family members that sometimes it doesn't serve anymore. Perhaps you cleared that karmic debt and you move on, because otherwise it becomes that hamster wheel of self-abuse. I really do. And I'm not passive aggressively saying these things to speak about anybody, because I can just go in on it if you want me to. Care Bear mean stare. Sometimes it hurts. It's just a wounded one, like the wounded animal thing. Sometimes mean people are just really hurt. Was it hurt people? I did some short about that. Hurt people. That was after the whole Abby drama. I had to finally drop in and go, this isn't about me. This is about that mofo going. Not taking accountability, but more like there was no reason for that kind of painful reaction unless that is their form of detachment. They just had to burn it at the stake, which is what they did. Paint your eyes, it works. Did I put, yeah, they're a little purpley, huh? Is that what you're talking about? I'm behind there. Sorry. I didn't vote for another white chair. What? And I called my mom. Oh, is this your care share? Wait, you called your mom? You asked her how her day was, and then you hung up? What you talking about? Thanks, Talka. Cheers to you. Thank you. I want to hear if any of you have had encounters like that. Maybe one of two. Have you put yourself out there and either heard and ignored, or heard and altered your path? If you heard yourself going, you're kind of setting something up to get something in return, or vice versa. Have you caught someone do that to you? And you're like, this isn't as authentic as you think it is. I know exactly what you're doing, and I know what you need from me. And if you are a Scorpio, you'll let them do it, and then you'll not give back. Just make them figure it out themselves. You should be laughing, 51. That's the bit. That's what we do. That's what you gotta do. Laugh it out. But I want to know about the paint in your eyes. Are you referring to my lashes? I gotta tell you about my grandma. Because we're coming up on the anniversary, and my grandma Lorraine, my mom's mom, if I don't know, some of you maybe I didn't know 3 years ago, but 3 years ago this time she passed. But it's her passing that I think kicks ass. And I just let me just share about it a little bit. So at my grandma in May 2023, she turned 101. She had martinis and she went dancing after her brand new salon do, which she did like every week, and dolled up in her jewels and never not having her face on. Like never not. She was Miss Pond's cream at night, never went in the sun, which is I love the sun, and always had her lashes on, always had her hair done. I never saw gray hair. She was 101. She was always like, this is her move. Like she was a mover and groover and everything. And she went out to party with my mom. And anyway, cut to not too long after, she's partying with her neighbors, as she does at 101, living by herself at 101 in a 3-story condo where there was a bathroom at the top and there was a bathroom at the bottom, as well as the laundry and everything, kitchen in the middle. That woman up and down the stairs, walked to the grocery store, like 101. I'm just saying, people preach jeans and things. She did drink. She believed in the white coats. And still 101. Can you believe it? Do you know what? Because she fucking loved dancing. She loved socializing. She loved moving and grooving and dolling herself up and choosing herself. She chose to put her best face forward. Now, they also called her Dragon Lady. She had a wicked ass tongue. She could cut a bitch with her words, for sure. So a lot of people were pissed at her. But sometimes I look back at her tales and I'm like, she was hurt. She missed her hubby. My grandpa had died 20 years before. And she kind of called shit out a lot, made people uncomfortable. Wait, yes, she was drinking martinis, 51. That was her last picture. I gotta show you some of those pictures. It was pretty cool. I want to read some of these before I finish my little tale. Yes, when your authentic self, the demon matrix, come for you, shine on anyway. Yes, it is a battlefield. That is a battlefield. And you have to be prepared. You have got to be prepared. And that's when you really have to choose yourself and make sure you are of sound body and mind to fight those demons that come for you. I mean, we're talking all dimensions as well. The psychic attacks, the personal attacks. You're going to get tested left and right. So it can be a very lonely path. This awakening thing. Blink to Scorpio too. Woo! That's right. 27th, right? Oh my goodness. Roger Blair, how the heck are you? 15th day of August will be 5 years my dad passed away. Oh, blessings to him, Roger. Oh, when did he? So it was 5 years ago. Did he live at a super old age? Oh, I think the human race is being put through like a real life machine, separating the wheat from the chaff. No time to be a robot. Yeah, I can totally see that, TKB. And that's where here's where we get a little mushy Laura Ingalls-ish and Little House on the Prairie-ish. We have to let them. We have to let it separate, and we have to let people do them. You just got to let them do their thing. A pretty difficult lesson for a teacher and a parent, just so you know, and a recurring theme that I've had to drop in, part of my detachment process, letting it go, letting them make mistakes and letting them do their thing. Not make mistakes because they're wrong and what you're seeing is right, but they have to get hurt once in a while and figure it out too. Physically and emotionally, mentally, all of it. You're there to help and selflessly serve, but you're also not there to preach. And I remember from the old days and when I started getting censored online, literally preaching and being like, shake everybody, wake up, sheeple, whatever it was. I really thought well, I'm not saying it meanly, so I'm being nice. No, but you can't make someone think the way you think. You can't make them believe what you want to believe or nothing. The real bit is Little House on the Prairie, just survival mode. We're trying to survive this little matrix thing. So if we're truly choosing ourselves and letting someone else choose them, then coexist. We don't need a bumper sticker. We just are. We're just coexisting. Oh, whoa, that went a little fast. Sorry about that. The one and only, the one and only. Roger Blair. I just like saying it all together too. So I called my mom, pulled over and was driving, said hi, and then drove. Okay, 51. Thank you for that share. Blazer, you are radioactive. Oh my gosh, so many good 80s songs. Oh my gosh, well, just one my little tip snippet, because as you see, I don't have my intro anymore. I had my little intro that we created, the Geezer Geeks and I, we had the song, we had everything. I'm going to change it up, and I'm not sure how many AI tools I will use this time, because now we're full Terminator War now, aren't we? I literally, as I watched Hollywood go down, and not for the way we wanted it to, with all the ugly stuff. This thing that us crew was watching come in, AI stuff. I literally saw like 3 commercials in a row because freak all the streaming. You have to keep upgrading to stop those commercials. So whatever. Sometimes they play in the background. Each one was AI. You totally could tell. It was a Domino's one. And you could just see the way the food was on there and the person's hand. I'm like, it's literally just AI commercials. I digress. That came from 80s, right? Oh, so then there was an 80s AI video. And it's just becoming a little more obvious to watch the AI stuff. So, anyway, yeah, I digress. Dad turned 81 on August 12th, 2021, and then passed away on the 15th. Well, blessings to your dad, Roger Blair. So yeah, my she was 101 in May, and she passed, I think it was August 3rd. I remember that just because of the particular date in my household. It's between my daughter and my giant's birthdays. And so I got to talk about the passing, how she passed. She didn't die of old age like this. I guess in hindsight she did, but so when she coupled, after her birthday, her 101st, dolled up. I mean, I wish I could flash a little picture right now of her, just brunette, big eyes, her lashes, her makeup, her everything. And she's dancing and drinking and whatever, socializing. Well, a little bit later, she's socializing with her neighbors. She did, and which meant I think she had a little one too many. Now I know I'm going to be corrected for these stories as I usually am, but I'm just going to let it flow the way I download. Um, so she had this night out. She was at the kitchen. She was doing something at the stove, and she fell and she fractured her hip. And at 101, it's not too bad. Remember, she lived in a 3-story condo by herself, up until then. So anyway, she was there for quite some time. She was humiliated. She didn't want ambulances, and it was a thing. But they deemed her fit for surgery at 101. Like, yeah, with the way your body's is on the inside now, we can put you under and take you out. Now, there's not a lot of elders in that state that could endure that. They would probably just make them as comfortable can be, and they'd be maybe in a home or rehabbed forever. So it was coming out of that surgery, which was successful, and everything was okay. And now, though, speaking of rehab, she had to do the rehab. She had to meet with someone and they were going to tell her what to do. And she said, fuck that. And she's like, nope. And that was the end. She stopped eating. All she wanted was coffee. She kept saying, get me good coffee. She did not like the coffee where she was staying. And within, however, her body went down till I believe it was a final stroke. She wasn't eating. She was just like, I'm done. My friends are gone. It was like, that was her last dance, basically her last night out partying. Her mind said it's time to go, because just a few months earlier, she's in a 3-story condo at 101 years old, cleaning, doing things, getting ready for company, or going out to the salon or whatever, or going out to the bars. So, and then all of a sudden she's like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm done. And her meat suit said, let's go. Can you believe it? So I was channeling my inner Grandma Lorraine when I dolled up my lashes. Oops. And I wanted to share that. Okay, where are we at? Perfect. Going through everything like John Connor. Oh my gosh, right? And what's the new meme? Didn't Sarah Connor go under for taking down data centers? Do you know this town voted against flock cameras? Like, they didn't even have a chance to get them up. They don't even have to try to take them down. Town's like, nope. The town shows up. There is a war right now about a waterfront area that's kind of more, it could be a beautiful park. There's not much waterfront left where we are. And it just turned into like, they were like, we're going to have to build more apartments. And everyone's like, stop. Like, where's the charm? So we're too new here to step into that fight. And we are the ones from California that moved here. But, trying for even for us to buy a home is difficult. Things are just, they're making it really difficult out there. Even out here in Wisconsin, it's crazy. We're just riding the waves. Twanda. Yes, she did it her way. Good song. I loved Terminator, by the way. Terminator was a fab. All of them. I think it was the second one that I won the Chicago Tribune high school movie panelists. I didn't win the contest, but I was in the final 10. And I got to sit at the Tribune building at someone's desk, one of the reporter's desk, and do my final review. But the reason my submission was over, I think, the second Terminator. And I remember one particular line where it was like, your contacts are going to dry out from your eyes being like, what? Like, whatever. Really into writing. I'm going to translate from Chile. Well, so yeah, there you go. I guess you all know what the heck I was talking about, huh? Choosing you. And check yourself. Choose you and check yourself. So basically, those are the little, other than the 1,000 other voices that are constantly in my head at all times, because I think I'm a medium and I'm just not giving it breath. I was just confirmed that. Other than that, I am constantly reminding myself to check myself, make sure my intent is clear, make sure my heart is pure in my delivery, and make sure I'm receiving in the right manner and with detachment, because not everyone follows those same kind of Little House on the Prairie rules. Some people are calculated. Some people can manipulate. Some people are passive aggressive. Some people try to control the situation. And that's part of protecting yourself in this little game, isn't it? Yes, and I was in Groundhog Day. I have got to screen. I went through that. I went through it too fast. and I wanted to screenshot some stuff other than a code. So I'm gonna thank you, Blazer. Here comes my notes again. We're back to the note part of the care share. Groundhog Day, because I like a good follow up, or in true improv team fashion, a callback. I really like a good callback. So that was very fun. And I told you about his brother, right? Hitting on me. Not from Groundhog Day, but once I started working in Chicago. No, I'm sorry. That was here. Once I was started working here. Yeah, his brother owned a bar up here off Santa Monica. And I don't think he's there anymore. So anyway, ask me anything. And then it's tooth time. We're going down to tooth time. Yeah, probably about 5 minutes. So yeah, how was that? Blazer, I'm curious for you. Wednesdays or Thursdays? I like to go by the download, but I'll write you on the side about my little extra job and then the extra days I'm taking. I'm feeling good contributing to the community again, and that's what I'm excited to be in that. Erin Moriarty, hi, how are you? Nice to see you, hun. Good to see you. Cheers. I'm actually winding down, and but I had to wanted to share, and honestly, I did share a little bit about writing, like when you're journaling and writing and putting something out, putting your intent out there, just like what we were saying earlier with the manifestation and intent. Writing has been pretty, healthy. It's been a good outlet for me, other than screaming in my pillow, suggested by friend Matthew, which definitely helps. Crying, getting things out. You're moving energy. Everything is energy and frequency. Oh, speaking of, everyone I've seen so far in the chat, you would absolutely love my little neighbor pals. They just ooze authenticity. They're warm. The Little House on the Prairie would be proud. And just sitting among them, they're just so gracious. So I had the funnest time hanging out around a little campfire the other night, and actually just their beautiful backyard, and talking frequency. This is a new encounter. It's not like you're just immediately start talking the energetic grid of the planet. And they brought it up, and I was like, oh, my people, they really are my people. So fun. And then that's when you drop in, you're like, yeah, speaking of energy, speaking of frequency, I really like theirs. And it was really healthy and fun to hang out with them. I even opened up a lot. I shared some stuff from the past that just kind of came out, because honestly, I want to get Lawrence back. We gotta chat a little bit more. I'm really around a new community, and I think having, how do I word that? What's the most authentic way? Based on my experience and my life experience and my human experience, I like to share that anything is possible. I think my two favorite stories are my two friends with stage 4 terminal that reversed it, that were here years after their final diagnosis. Don't people want to know why? Don't they want to know how I was able to traverse a 10-year eating disorder only to work in food? Like, there's something there. And I tell you, it has a lot to do with energy and frequency. Maybe that'll be the next chit chat. Thank you, Blazer. That will be the next chit chat. Here's my notes. Bo, can I have my pen back? Energy, frequency, vibration. My favorite subject on this incredible planet. So I'll have the flyer for next time, Blazer. Pop's Country Store. He's building his channel. Great group of peeps. A live panel, live chit chat. I will be on there Friday, September 18th. This is when I'm going to get back into my little paranormal stuff. Haven't seen any orbs today. I don't know if anybody else did, but the last two, the live I did by myself and the show I was on, I had a little pal. So maybe we'll see him on there. But if you are watching from YouTube, just check out a little channel. We're building some good peeps out there as a community. We're doing the community build. Thanks, Aaron. Peace into you too. And cheers to the peepers. Cheers to the peeps who like to chime, who observe but don't absorb as well, and who are trying to figure not only me out, but figure out this tool that we have going on here. An opportunity to have a healthy energy exchange, to share our human experience, and to just build community. And back to my old sayings. Come back on Truth Quest. I 1,000% will, Aaron. Gazillions of percents. I'm using lots of weird math today. So just and another fun thing. Thank you, Blazer, for that love on that. My son, he had an incredible 13th. Huck the Duck, we call him. So everything duck. And he wanted to spend it with me. So it was me and him doing some sloth days and doing hangouts. And he actually does have a buddy that we're going to do something with this weekend. But to be so lucky as a mom to have your kids still choose you. Oh my gosh. I'm having the nicest summer. I'm back in the heart, 1,000 and million%. Yes, TKB, energy's never created or destroyed. We are atoms in this electric world. He asked me the coolest question. He started talking about splitting them out of the blue. And how does that happen? And just the questions out of kids is pretty epic. Big Daddy B, you need some coast and our flying chariots. I'll be there. You let me know. I missed you. Did you go to Elmwood? The Elmwood parade was last weekend, guys, but I was slothing with my kid for his birthday. Dustin, did you go? A whole town in Wisconsin here has UFO days for a whole weekend, and I missed it. Oh, Carol and Jane, think of the content. But that wasn't a healthy exchange then. If I was going just for the content, was I really there? Points to ponder. Points to ponder, if I do say so myself. Okay, I did say it was my wind down. So, wishing my daughter some wellness. She's going to be getting that bad boy out there. You know, when I was sitting with her, though, for 7 years, her body has been fighting because we wanted to save the place for her development. Now I cannot wait for this girl, my youngin', well, my almost 16-year-old, to just truly have some healing. The problem area will be gone, and we're gonna. So if y'all could send some love to my daughter and her side 30, number 30, and we need that jawbone to super heal super quick, and we need her to move through it. Because guess what? And no, the giant wasn't happy, but so I guess that was calculated. I better work on that one. Practice what you preach. What would Charles Ingalls say? Oh my God. Okay. With that being said, oh, there's Pops. Hi, Pops. Nice to see you. This is my long-winded goodbye. I can't wait to share my stories of paranormal with you. I really just didn't talk too much about that today. No little orbs playing either, but I wanted to share about this thing I've been ruminating on for over a week now. So, sending all my biggest, brightest, highest frequency I could possibly be, and I'm truly asking you all to be your best self. Thank you for the loves to Charlie, and Area 51 is going to go eat her deer. Awesome. We're getting our cow soon, so we'll be in cow for a year. Be your best self. I will see you next week. Now, whether it's Wednesday or Thursday, I'll let you know because I'm officially working Tuesdays now. But thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right. Smell you later. Bye. Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers.